live.
All right, hey guys, we are back. We're going to be making chocolate marshmallows today. So this is kind of a special treat. They are perfect for going in your hot cocoa on a cold, snowy spring day here in Wisconsin. And they match beautifully over s'mores in the summertime and campfires, and they're fabulous. So I'm really excited. What you're going to need today is you're going to need 1 cup of water. You are going to need, hold on, I got to look at my list. You need 1 cup of light cornstarch or corn syrup. You will be using a lot of sugar for this recipe, just so you know. You're going to need some grease. I use coconut oil. You're going to need 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa. Then you're also going to need an additional 2 tablespoons. Okay, so you're going to need 1/4 cup and then additional 2 tablespoons. Excuse me, 2 teaspoons. Sorry. Didn't look at my measurement. You're going to use 2 ounces of chocolate chips. We're going to use half a bag because who the hell measures that? You're going to need 1.5 cups of sugar, just regular sugar. You're going to need a teaspoon of vanilla. And you're going to need 3 packets of unflavored gelatin. Okay? No, gelatin is not vegan. I understand that, but we're going to start there. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up your 3 packets of gelatin. You're going to pour them into the bottom of your mixer. I highly recommend having a mixer. You can do this with a handheld mixer, but your arm better be strong because it's going to be a while. All right, you're going to add in half of your water, so 1/2 cup. And more. More. Perfect. All right, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on just a smidge and get it mixed. There we go. So it's mixed in, not really well, because I didn't pour it really well. Oh, yeah. Because you got to get it soaking. Wow, I really did a good job. Professional cook over here. Yep, that's me. Doing awesome. By the way, guys, I apologize. Actually, no, I don't apologize for my appearance. I went for a run today, and it was fantastic. Okay? Move your bodies. All right, put the other 1/2 cup of water in here. In your pot, go ahead and get that started up. You will be bringing this to a high boil. You're going to need a candy thermometer. I highly recommend having one. They are glass. They look about like this. You can buy them fairly cheap in most grocery stores or in their tools aisle. You can find them at Walmart. You can find them at Target. You could order them on Amazon when we are in quarantine. But you're going to need it because we will be taking its temperature today. Make sure it's not thick. Okay. So I added my water. I'm going to open the sugar. I need 1.5 cups of sugar. Ooh, 1 cup. And yes, you are going to add all that into that little tiny 1/2 cup of water. Okay. 1.5 cups sugar. I need 1 cup of liquid sugar. That's what this is. Doesn't that look glorious? Oh, I better have enough or I'm going to have to go open another jar. Oh, my Lanta. One of these days I'm going to get all my stuff ready in advance. All right. There is a cup in here, I swear. Whatever. Close enough. Close enough for government work. Sorry if you're in the government. I used to be. Now I'm not. All right. So that's my sugar on top of sugar. When you look in there, it should have a kind of murky, milky material list or color texture because it's sugar, and water. That's all that's in that pot. You're going to bring it up to a boil. It's kind of fun. It'll actually just instantly go clear on you, which is kind of fun in my opinion because I get to, be a nerd. One of the other things you're going to need, actually 2 other things you're going to need, is you're going to need powdered sugar. That's sugar number 3. And you're going to need cornstarch. You're going to use that for dusting. So while that's coming up to a boil, just going to check it occasionally. You do not want this to burn. You are going to grease your pan. I don't know why I'm using a paper towel. I normally just do this with my fingers. It's easier. So you're just gonna grease it because you're dealing with marshmallows, guys. They're sticky. If you ever want to make the best Rice Krispie treats, go ahead and make yourself a batch of this marshmallow mix and then just stir the Rice Krispies and whatnot right into it. And just fresh marshmallow just makes it that much better. That is my husband stirring the pot, if you can see it. He kind of threw me off right there. Sorry, I don't know why that's making me laugh. And while that's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make, whoo, hey, that's a squeeze pouch. Stuff's just falling out of my kitchen. I'm gonna go ahead and make the dry powder mix. So you need 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. There's my powdered sugar. And you need 1/3 cup. I have 7 pounds of this. We are set for powdered sugar for a long time. Oh, I hear it boiling. Oh, it's so fun. Okay, it's still kind of murky. I'm just gonna set that right over there. Let that bad boy boil. 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, 1/3 cup of cornstarch. What this is gonna be is this is gonna be your anti-stick stuff. Okay, that's all it is. I'm gonna go ahead and stir this up with a fork. And I am gonna add those 2 teaspoons of cocoa to it right now. So when we get done with making the marshmallows, they will get dusted with this mixture. And then we will sprinkle the chocolate chips on top and it will be glorious. Okay, see how it's kind of a white right now? You can see it in the pot. It's white, it's bubbling, it's beautiful. It ain't hot enough yet, it's gonna keep going. So you gotta keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't boil over, doesn't burn. It's starting to get really liquidy, which is nice, which means the sugar is starting to melt. And let's just stir my dry mix. Don't need to stir this aggressively because it's cornstarch, and cornstarch just kind of becomes fluff and you breathe it, and I mean it's not toxic or anything, but. And as you see, my mixture is now a beautiful, clear, bubbling, liquid sugar awesomeness. Okay, so I'm gonna take its first temperature, see how it's doing. You need to get it up to 250 degrees. Steamy. Thank you, honey, for being the coolest videographer. You're super awesome. Okay. It is climbing up right now. It's about 175. And rising. We need to get it all the way up here. So we're just shy of 200. Still climbing. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to clip this in so I can just get live temperatures. This is why I use candy thermometers. They are built and designed for this kind of stuff. Meat thermometers aren't as accurate, and you don't want to be standing here with your hand in there all the time. So you're just going to kind of watch it. You're going to keep letting it come up to that big boil because it has to get all the way up to 250. What you're looking for is candy status. This is when you would be making hard candy or soft candy. If you're doing like candy apples, you're going to be doing this kind of stuff. Okay, we're closing in on 225. It does plateau out right around there. So you get it to 225 and it likes to kind of sit there. So we just get to enjoy each other's companies right now. It's kind of fun. I went for a run today. It was amazing. I highly encourage you guys to take up a sport while we're all stuck inside. Go for a walk, go for a run, dance, play with your kids, play with your dog. If you have a park that's open, you know, go get a tennis ball and a racket and hit the tennis ball against the wall with yourself. Like, go do something, go move your body. Oh look, we're still at 225, 25 more degrees. I always wanted to like try this, but that's boiling sugar and that would like burn my skin off, but temptation's still there because it's liquid sugar and it just sounds fun. In case you're wondering, our gelatin, which is sitting comfortably over here, is now thickened into kind of a goo. So there's that. Okay, we finally cleared 225. Like I said, it does kind of plateau out right there. Now it's going to climb up to 250. It does take a little bit of time. I have my little stove going on absolute max, so it is on like super power boost, as hot as it can possibly go. And we still wait. And wait, and wait, and wait, and wait. So I'm gonna open up my vanilla, because this is brand new vanilla. I got the dry mix made, I got that made. But the only thing I've got left to do is prepare my chocolate. This is so exciting, isn't it? It's very glamorous today. If you are enjoying my videos, please feel free and subscribe. I love friends, love people watching it. I love bringing healthy food to your house. Not that this is incredibly healthy, but it sure beats the heck out of what you can buy in a store. So if you're gonna be unhealthy, at least do it the right way, I guess. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe, follow me. All that kind of stuff. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. Yay! Trying to be social in these weird isolation times. Oh, we're closing in on it. We are now at about 240. Climbing up slowly. I told you, this is so glamorous. It's thrilling. Riveting. And when it gets to 250, I'll go ahead and turn it off. And then all we're going to do is we're going to pour it into the mixer. We're going to let it sit and come back down to 210. And then you turn your mixer on and you slowly bring it up to a super high whip. And you whip it until it's nice and frothy and you get stiff peaks. And then what you're going to do is you're going to smear it into that pan. Okay, we're at 245, guys. We're almost there. Hang with me just a little bit longer. This is the boring part. Actually, in my opinion, the next part's the boring part, but that's okay. I'm actually going to just lightly powder the pan while we're waiting for that last few degrees. Don't forget I did grease this, so make a mess. Husband, please don't, get mad at me for making a mess in the kitchen. My husband's awesome. He does the dishes. You should see the look I just got on screen. All right. And we are at 250. Woohoo! All right, so there's our 250 degree sugar mixture. Liquid, very, very hot. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pour it right in here. You can actually hear it start to sizzle. Yes, glorious. Scrape out all that sticky goodness. Okay. Hot tamale, baby. All right. Let's see. As you can see, it's got little strings. Just sugar. Just liquid sugar right there. And it's cooling down pretty fast. We're already down to 225. All right. We're down to about 215. By the time I get all this done, it should be down to 210. So it does cool down fairly quickly, which is nice. Just so you know, if you have a candy thermometer, don't submerge them in water. You'll make them leak. Okay, so I'm gonna start it. I'll mix it kind of slow in the beginning. And then I'm going to slowly bring the speed up. Because you are dealing with a molten liquid, or a molten, very hot sugar, you do not want to bring it up to speed super, super fast. If you do, it will splash, you will get burned, and it hurts like the dickens. Sound like my grandma when I talk like that. Don't forget a nice facial. Sugary. Go little machine go. All right, she's now at max volume. I'm gonna add my 1 teaspoon of vanilla right in now. And now you get to watch this. Isn't that fun? It's fun, guys. This is so complicated. I don't know why we buy it. It's a little putsy. It's not hard, but it's definitely worth it in the end. Flew all over me. You can tell me I look like a mess. My husband's making faces at me off camera. Again, I love sharing this stuff with you guys. Feel free to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. My recipes are sometimes original, sometimes they're not. This one actually comes straight out of Cooking Light. Check it out. There it is, Cooking Light. That's where I bought it, or well, I got it. Ta-da! So exciting. So credit to the authors for that. Okay, we're starting to get a nice mix. It's fabulous. Starting to get kind of frothy. Bowl's still really hot, so I know it's pretty hot in there yet. I'm actually going to turn it down a smidge to see where we're at. Okay, so we are at a good froth right now. We don't have stiff peaks. We've got nice soft movement. So I'm actually going to fold in and slowly add in our cocoa powder. I'm going to bring it back up. Actually, I am going to have to scrape it. Because the cocoa powder just got spread around the outside. And that won't do anybody any good. We are making chocolate, and it doesn't do any good to be on the outside of a bowl. Nope, nope, nope. Fun fact, I'm not actually a chocoholic, but my son is. So, my kids love these things. If you don't have one of these little curvy spatulas, they're kind of fun. They are perfect for these types of bowls. In fact, I think that's what they're designed for. All right. Go little machine go. So it's kind of fun to be making chocolate marshmallows right now. My oldest is reading Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for school. And here's our chocolate, not mixed by waterfall. And there's no Oompa Loompas unless you want to count my youngest as an Oompa Loompa. He's kind of weird, he runs around, he says weird songs. It could happen. The other side note I want to let you guys know, when these are all done and they are cooled and set, because it's a jello, or a gelatin, so think of it like jello, it has to set, they're going to be sticky. So when you go to cut them, use that extra powder that we made to powder your knife. then cut it. Then you're gonna wanna toss each marshmallow, and it takes time, in the mixture. Shake off the excess, then you can throw it in a bag. Otherwise, they're all gonna stick together and you're gonna have this weird marshmallow heap. It's not bad, it's just a mess. It's kind of fun. They're a nice, like, milky brown right now. Looks like chocolate shake. Looks like a Frosty out of Wendy's. That's what it looks like. It's not Wendy's Frosty, but looks like it. So exciting. I think my dancing is fantastic, and I don't really care if anybody doesn't like it. I don't dance for them. I dance for me. Well, it's time. Ooh, careful. Time to check to see if we've got hard peaks yet. No, we don't. We still have it. See how it's still sliding back. So it's not quite. See how it's smooth already when we actually get into the bowl. That tells me that it's not yet done whipping. So it's getting close. The bowl is definitely cooled down. I can actually touch it now. Turn it back up. Depending on your desired level of thickness, if you want to do more of a whip, like a marshmallow fluff, you can do that. You can go even further and get it nice and stiff and use marshmallow for shaping. These are just going to be standard marshmallows that we cut into like big, huge, like 2 by 2 inch blocks that fill the entire top of the mug when we make hot chocolate. Maybe if it warms up, we'll fire up our little backyard camp, like, fire pit. Make some pudgy pie s'mores. Sounds good. Alright. So yeah, we're definitely starting to get stuff stick in place. So if I stop, yeah, it's starting to get there. So now we're to the soft peak stage. So about another minute or two, and we'll be at the stiff peaks where I can pull it out and it'll just kind of hold its shape. Hi, buddy. My little guy's here.
Are we gonna have pizza for dinner?
No, we're not having pizza for dinner. We're having Mongolian beef stir fry. My 3-year-old, y'all. He's a lot of fun. He has no boundaries. Ever. Ever. Just walks right in. Lets himself in. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so now we should actually be just about there. Yeah, perfect. So you can see it's not draining back down to the other side. It's kind of holding its shape. Ta-da! I'm going to go ahead and take off the whip. So there's our marshmallow. That's it. That's actually all it takes to make marshmallows. Just those few ingredients. It takes a little bit of time and, you know, some tools, but now you guys know what tools to use. You know what you need for ingredients. Sticky. It is a sticky, gooey mess. In the last stage, I can do this. There we go. Turn it the right direction, Erin. The last stage is. Are you laughing at me? Don't laugh at me. To just put it in its container where it'll rest for a little bit longer. this would be when you want to make Rice Krispies, is when it's in this state. And then when it sets, you'll have like wonderful gooey happiness in the form of a Rice Krispie bar. If you like that kind of thing. Oh, so gross. Ugh, yuck. Actually, it's fun. Okay, so all I'm gonna do now is kind of just spread it out, get it all mixed in throughout the pan. That's why we grease it in advance. Otherwise, you'd never get it done. Looks like marshmallow. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add a little bit more of the cornstarch and powdered sugar and cocoa mix to the top. And just kind of try not to get your fork all over it. Okay. And then the last and not by any means least favorite part, the chocolate chips. I have to use special chocolate chips around here because my oldest is highly allergic to all things lactose. So this is the, stuck to my finger. This is the Simple 3, so they're simply delicious. It has 3 ingredients. It has chocolate, it has cocoa butter, and it has cane sugar. She ain't allergic to any of those things, so hallelujah, she can have it. You can kind of shake them around. Make sure they're touching something marshmallow because they will stick. Kind of tap them in. And voila, you're done. So that's it, guys. There's our chocolate marshmallows. Now they'll sit for about 2 hours. We'll go ahead, we'll pull them out, cut them, continue to dust them in that extra cornstarch, powdered sugar, and cocoa mix so that they don't stick together. And then you can enjoy them any way your little heart desires. In hot cocoa, you can mix them and make them into s'mores. You can do this in an assortment of flavors. We've done strawberry, blueberry, orange cream, vanilla, chocolate. I think I've even made other flavors. But that's the chocolate variation. So I hope you guys like it. I hope you enjoy it. Again, feel free to follow me, subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.